mean, the first thing I would say about the Global Gateway is that it looks like it will be a new paradigm for cooperation, right? And what I mean by that is that the old traditional way of cooperation with aid programs, grants programs, budget support, these kinds of things is becoming the past. And the idea behind the Global Gateway of having large investment projects focusing on connectivity, infrastructure, etc., is probably the way that cooperation is going to unfold in the future. And I mean, the reason for that, I think, is because the traditional donor-recipient relationship, post-colonial relationship between Europe and partner countries is changing, right? So I think this is the future. What is really important, I think, if this is going to really contribute to sort of sustainable development in the sense of the SDGs, yeah, is that the core principles of development cooperation continue to be respected. And what I mean by that, there are sort of four core principles. Yeah, the ownership of decision making by partner countries, the transparency of processes, yeah, so that everybody really can see what's going on. The accountability of decisions, yeah, so that you really take responsibility for the decisions that you make in these processes. And I think probably most importantly is the do no harm perspective, yeah, so that you don't make things worse in these situations than what you're starting with. And to me, the way that the narrative around the Global Gateway is going at the moment, I don't necessarily see that those four core principles are really being thought about systematically, and I think this is something which needs to be thought about at the policy making level much more. I went to a Euromesco conference in 2008, I think, in Sharm el Sheikh. Yeah, so this was the old incarnation of Euromesco. Some of the really good things which that event had have been maintained. Yeah, the presence of sort of high-level policymakers from the host country. So it's been really interesting to have the Spanish government here represented and have their say on certain things. A little bit of a shame with the European Commission not being so highly represented here, but that's understandable given what happened at the weekend. I mean, you know, they have bigger fish to fry at the moment, and that's fair enough. But I think what's really interesting about this conference and about Euromesco generally is the network itself. I mean, it really is a great network of really interesting organisations from throughout Europe and the Mediterranean region, and long may it continue, to be honest.